Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sam's Financial Corner. I just want to say again, I know I say thank you all the time, but I'm going to do it again. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the likes, the comments, subscribes, feedback, everything. I am truly, truly appreciative of it. So, I just want to get that out the way. So now we're doing the third part of my four-part series about laying a financial foundation in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And now we're going to talk about your 40s. Now, if you remember my video in the 20s, I talked to you about what is your vision? What is your life? What did you want it to look like financially? Now, I'm going to start this video with what is your vision? Because you're 40 or in your 40s. Your life is a lot different than it was in your 20s and in your 30s. So what do you want? And forgive the background, because you know what? Whenever I try to do a video, any other time, no sound, nothing. But the minute I want to do something, there's all this noise. But like I said, look, I know other people who know how to edit, they probably can get all this stuff out. I don't know how to do it. So I just got to go with what I got until I can get to that level. And that's the goal, to always be trying to reach to another level. Well, let me get back to the topic at hand. What is the vision for your life financially at 40? Don't think your life is over. Don't think you're too old. This is not the time to give up. This is actually the time to keep moving. Don't ever think, I didn't do it in my 20s. I didn't do it in my 30s. It's not possible. Forget that thought. That's not the F word I want to use, but forget that thought. Don't let that thought sink in your head. What is it that you want your life to look like? Is it traveling? Is it just having more choices? Is it having less debt? Is it having less responsibility? What does that look like for you? And just think about it. You don't have to answer it within the time frame of this video, but just think about that. What do you want your financial life to look like? Because that's going to guide you to getting there. These steps I give you help you lay a foundation. And a foundation is a great start. But when you talk about going to the next level, it's honestly your dream. It's your vision. It's whatever you're thinking of. It's whatever the thought process that you have, that's what gets you to it. I can give you knowledge and background. Like the old adage, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I can give you the water. It's up to you to drink it. And depending upon where you want to be in your life is how you drink it. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first point, see, if you're in your 40s and you're laying a financial foundation, then you need to save 20% of your gross income. Now, I know you're thinking, you're like, use them. I had to stop myself. But that's what you're thinking. You done lost your mind. You crazy. And the truth of the matter is, I am. Because you got catching up to do. So you're going to have to find a way to get to 20% of your gross income. I know it's going to be difficult. I know it's going to be hard. But in the long run, it's going to benefit you. And the thing is, we got to do more things that benefit us and not everybody else. Stop thinking with the supposed to do mentality and think about what you need to do to have the life that you want. For the next one, I'm going to say, because if you're in your 40s, you probably got multiple credit cards and charge accounts. Again, like I said in the video, for the 30s, you don't need them. Cut that out. Cut a lot of them out. I know people like, my credit score, I don't want to mess it up. You do not need to have all of those accounts. You don't. You don't need them. And the thing is, if you are not utilizing them responsibly, it does not make sense to keep them. Now, if you have a lot of accounts and you feel kind of buried in debt, here is one tip that can help. If your credit score is pretty good, what you can do, and is if you've been banking with a bank or credit union for some time, you may qualify for a personal loan. And just a quick thing, a personal loan can help you with personal needs. And some people may think, well, why are you talking about loans? You're talking about credit cards. Look, Sometimes, well, here's my main point. The APR matters. And with the personal loan, sometimes that APR is a lot less than your credit cards. And so you can move that money, pay the debt off quicker, and cut off sometimes years of payments and hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending upon the amount that you have in credit card debt. It can help you in the long run. So you got to start doing whatever you can to help yourself. The next one, and it's the same thing I've said in the 20s and 30s videos, but I'm going to say it again. You need to make the maximum contribution to your company's 401k or 403b. You just got to. It's an absolute must. You can't play around in your 40s. You also need to open a traditional or a Roth IRA account. You definitely are going to have to do that. And you're going to have to make what people call catch-up payments. Now you're going to have to look at your budget and decide which is best for you. Now, I'm sorry, not which is best for you, but the amount that is going to work for your budget. But you're going to have to push a little bit harder. You're going to have to do some allocations with your budget. You're going to have to cut back on some spending. I'm not going to say stop, because dieting financially doesn't work either. People are like, oh, I'm going to cut this out, I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to do all of this, and then you don't do nothing. And then you feel good on one end, but then you deprive yourself to the point of deprivation, and then you don't do anything you like. And that, for me, that's just dumb. That's a dumb mentality. Don't do that. Instead, cut back. If you eat out, let's say 4 times a month, make it 2. If you have all of these different streaming services, ask yourself, how often do I really watch TV, and does this make sense? Because if you're consuming something that you use and pay for consistently, then it kind of makes sense to keep it. But there are a lot of things that we have and we have no need of it, so let that go. All right, so now shameless plug time. Purchase my course on Thinkific. I say it once, I'll say it 100 times. Why? Because I created it. I need to be excited about it, and I need to keep talking about it. I put a lot into it. It's a lot of work to be on camera, especially if you're like me, who's always used to being behind the scenes and being the fixer and being the one that just makes things work. Now doing this, I'm used to it now, but it still feels a little weird. But anyway, when it comes to my course, I really want you all to have a deeper concept and understanding of your relationship with money, and the course will help you to do that. So I encourage you to please purchase the course. I know you're going to like it, and share it with others. Why? I want to put my nieces and nephews through college, and I can't do it on a hope and a prayer and a whim. But anyway, so start investing in the stock market. You can start for as little as $1. You don't need a lot of money. And like I've said in previous videos, the main goal is for you to start. That's really what it's about. A lot of times we tell ourselves, oh, when I have this, I will. Nope. Because you won't. We give ourselves so many excuses not to do the things that we absolutely need to do. Needs come before wants. And if you're living your life based on only wants, then you've messed up. And you got to stop messing up your life. And now is the time for you to do that reverse. Put your needs first. Take care of your needs and the needs of your kids. And then if you have extra, and ever so often, take care of your wants. You may not be able to do all the things that you want to do, but at least you'll be able to do something. But your needs will be taken care of, and you'll have less stress. So like I said before, invest in the stock market. It's not that expensive. There's so many apps out here, from Webull, W-E-B-U-L-L, Doe, and countless others. And I just encourage you just to check out the different apps and find the one that works best for you. At the moment, I use Cash App. It's really simple. I use some other sites for more technical data like Yahoo Finance, because I've been using that for a very long time. But there are countless other things out there that you can use, and I just encourage you to just use whatever it is you want to use. Start saving for your kids and educate them. As you learn, teach them. As you're saving, teach them about savings. It really is that simple. Schools will always give them I can't think of the term that I want to use. But as a parent or aunt or uncle or guardian or whatever, you need to teach your children life skills. And even if you are uncle like me or your aunt or grandma, you need to teach them about savings, teach them about money, teach them about the lessons you learn now because you want to give them the best head start in life. Schools are not going to do that. I think about geometry, the Pythagorean theorem. Have I ever used it in my adult life? No. What's other things? I mean, we can think of so many other things that we've learned in school that as an adult, okay, yes, it's nice to learn and it's nice to know. But has it helped me? No. We don't have a school of life skills. So that's why we need our tribe. We need our family, our friends. That's what we're all supposed to do. So when I watch my nieces and nephews sometimes, I help them with their spelling, how to spell their name. I found this art project on TikTok. It was actually fun. I made it. I will show it to you all, but I can't get up in this video. So anyway, but what I'm saying is you have to spend time with the children and you have to educate them. You are their life teachers, and we are responsible for our tribes, and we are responsible for educating them and give them the skills about managing a checkbook, how not to overdraft, why savings is important, why paying your bills on time is important. Those things we need to teach them, because guess what? Your actions are teaching them. Your children may not know why you're stressed out about money, but they can tell when you're stressed out about money. Just because a child can't formulate the words doesn't mean they understand something isn't bothering you. Children are very smart and they can absorb a great amount of knowledge, and it's our duty to educate them. And I just want them this personal note. It's our job to protect them as well. Next, securing an additional source of income. It is very important. If you're in your 40s, you're trying to lay a foundation, you're going to have to look for another source of income. It could be anything, something you like to do, doing hair. It could be customer service. It can be being a virtual assistant, teaching. There's so many things that we can do as a side hustle, and you're going to have to do it. If you love baking, then do that. You're just going to need to allocate your time, but the goal is to try to get more money into your household so you can pay down debts, bolster your savings, and be more financially secure. And the last one, definitely your 40s and you haven't been doing things right, you're going to have a lot of debt. So you're going to have to make some sacrifices in the short term to get rid of your debts and be financially stable. So you're going to have to come up with a plan and a strategy for that. There are two ways to do it. Most will say pay off the smallest debt first, and then once you've paid that off, add the amount you were paying to the next largest, pay that down quicker, and do it that way. Now, some people will do the reverse, where they will say the smaller debt that can be taken care of, and what they do is they may attack the largest debt first, because the mentality is the largest debt is the most expensive, and so if I pay that down quickly, then I'm going to shave off months or even years of payments and interest charges, and then do largest and smallest. You can choose either way. The smallest to largest method sometimes works for a lot of people just because of the psychology of I paid it off, I have one less bill. But I leave that up to you. So just whatever you decide, think about it, do it, go with it. That's on you, that's fine. The last thing I want to say is I want you to get a will. And I know that a lot of times it's a hard thing to do, and some people think I don't have a lot of money, I don't have this, I don't have that. But it doesn't matter. You need to have a will. Having a will is very, very important. You don't want things to go into probate. And you want to make sure that whoever you want to have anything, even if it's $10 in your checking account, that the right person gets it and has access to it. and you don't want them to have to pay any fees. Having a will is very important, and in future videos, and I love that I always say in future videos, but we're definitely going to talk about what are the financial documents that everyone needs to have. We got to be smarter about our money. And a lot of times we didn't have access to this knowledge, but now that we do, it's my duty. I'm going to do my best to make sure I educate you. Now, what you do with the knowledge, that's up to you. But at least I'm going to try to put it up here, make it real plain, not judge you, because I don't have time for judgment. I'm too old for that. I'm trying to get my life to where I want it to be. So I'm focusing on me, and part of this is giving back and focusing on you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.